Borussia Dortmund v Darmstadt, the last Bundesliga match of the season for BVB Borussia Dortmund. And it's Borussia Dortmund 2, Darmstadt 0, 2 goals in the first half. Ian Maatsen with a left-footed shot from outside the box into the right-hand bottom corner. And Mr. Borussia Dortmund, in his last Bundesliga match for Borussia Dortmund, Marco Reus scoring a free kick from just outside the box into the left-hand top corner. The team Borussia Dortmund started basically a full team plus Marco Reus. So Gregor Kobel, the keeper, Julian Reyerson right back, Ian Maatsen left back, Mats Hummels and Nico Soterbeck at centre back, with Marcel Sabitzer, Emre Can, Jadon Sancho, Marco Reus, Karim Adeyemi all playing as well, and Nicholas Füllkrug as the main forward. Darmstadt started with Schoenen in as the keeper, back with Malika, Clara and Zimmerman, with a four in midfield of Carrick on the left, Badar on the right, Kemper and Guyasula in midfield with Muheim playing just off a forward of Skarke and Wilhelmsen. As Borussia Dortmund have a corner on the right, which Marco Reus will take. And it's Marco Reus with the corner from the right-footed, intercepted and cleared left-footed for Darmstadt, but Borussia Dortmund retain possession. Now Ian Maatsen to Nico Soterbeck, left-footed ball forward to the right of the box, out of the way, but Marcel Sabitzer intercepts, but then intercepted for Darmstadt and forward towards Skarke, but Nico Soterbeck retains possession. And Marcel Sabitzer to the keeper, Gregor Kobel. Kobel to Sabitzer. Sabitzer with a right-footed ball forward towards Jadon Sancho, just a little bit too far though, and Schoenen, the Darmstadt keeper, onto it. Schoenen to Carrick. Very left-footed ball to left for Darmstadt. To Badar. Badar with a 1-2 and then a right-footed pass. To Zimmerman. Zimmerman's ball forward headed on. And Darmstadt still with a bit of possession now. Guyasula. Now it's a pass to the right to Skarke. Skarke with a pass, and it's flicked almost for a 1-2, but intercepted by Ian Maatsen. Now Jadon Sancho driving forward for Borussia Dortmund. Sancho, right-footed pass to Niklas Füllkrug. Füllkrug into the box, still Füllkrug. Plays it left-footed to the far post, deflected, and Karim Adeyemi with a bit of an air half volley, but it's a bit over the bar, and it's a goal kick to Darmstadt. Schoenen with the goal kick for Darmstadt, right-footed. And it's flipped on to Wilhelmsen. Wilhelmsen on the left, just outside the box, plays one in, but it's intercepted by Ian Maatsen. Now Maatsen to with a 1-2. Now Jadon Sancho. Sancho cuts inside. Still Sancho. Sancho return. Ian Matson played a 1-2 with Emre Can out from the back for Borussia Dortmund. Now Matson with a 1-2 of Nico Slotterbeck. Ian Matson with a pass to Marco Reus. Reus will return the pass to the right for Julian Rierson. Forward from right back a bit. Play to Karam Adeyemi. Adeyemi to Reus in the box on the right. Reus's pass and cut back is blocked, and it's out for a corner to Borussia Dortmund on the right. Borussia Dortmund shooting towards the goal at the iconic yellow wall end of the stadium of Signal Iduna Park / Westfalen Stadion. Marco Reus with a corner from the right footed, headed away. And Darmstadt on the counter. But Borussia Dortmund retain possession. Julian Rierson intercepts the ball forward. And it's with Gregor Kobel. Kobel to Ian Matson. 1-2 with Nico Slotterbeck. Matson to Sancho. Sancho to Emre Can. Can to Slotterbeck. Slotterbeck to Hummels. Hummels to Rierson. Rierson to Marco Reus. Reus will pass from Adeyemi. Adeyemi pass one, but then Clara intercepted for Darmstadt, but out for a throw to Borussia Dortmund on therefore be Borussia Dortmund's right. Throw to Marcel Sabitzer. Sabitzer to Rierson. Rierson to Nico Slotterbeck. Left-footed ball to the left and a good ball forward for Jadon Sancho. Sancho past one, cuts inside, and Sancho in the box has a shot right-footed, and it's just a bit over the bar of the top right-hand corner, so a goal kick to Darmstadt. Now Sancho for Borussia Dortmund past one and then cut inside past two Darmstadt players and gotten a shot right-footed from just inside the box, but he shot a bit over the bar of the top right-hand corner in the end, and it's a goal kick to Darmstadt. As other matches in the Bundesliga, Bayer Leverkusen today for unbeaten in the league at least, and there's the Conference League spot and the relegation battle, and it's Frankfurt 0, RB Leipzig 2. Bayer Leverkusen on for the unbeaten season at least in the league. Bayer Leverkusen leading Augsburg 2-0. Heidenheim pre, Cologne 0, so Cologne heading for relegation with Darmstadt. Hoffenheim 1, Bayern Munich 2. Union Berlin and Freiburg still 0-0. Union Berlin potentially heading for a playoff with Dusseldorf, which I'll maybe a potentially competitive playoff. Stuttgart lead Borussia Mönchengladbach 2-0. Werder Bremen 1, Bochum 0. And Wolfsburg 1, Mainz 1. As Darmstadt have played one from the right, and it's just in the box, and then a pass is intercepted as Borussia Dortmund retain possession on the counter-attack now. And it's Emre Can driving forward, plays it to Jadon Sancho. Sancho in the box. Sancho with a bit of a turn, still Sancho. Cuts it back. Emre Can to Marco Reus. Now Marcel Sabitzer just outside the box. Sabitzer forward a bit, and Sabitzer is fouled, and a free kick to Borussia Dortmund. So, Bundesliga as it stands, Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League next season, partly from getting to the Champions League final, as well as Bayer Leverkusen getting to the Europa League final. Borussia Dortmund going to finish 5th. RB Leipzig going to finish 4th. With the Conference League, Hoffenheim still currently have the Conference League spot just about ahead of Freiburg. Hoffenheim 1, Bayern Munich 2, but Freiburg drawing 0-0 away to Union Berlin. So Frankfurt still have the Europa League spot as it stands. Hoffenheim still have the Conference League spot. Cologne may be relegated with Darmstadt, and Union Berlin maybe in a playoff for Dusseldorf. Bochum and Mainz as it stands have enough points for another Bundesliga season. as it'll be Marco Reus again with the free kick. Mr. Borussia Dortmund just outside the box, scored one in the first half into the top left-hand corner. It's Reus. Oh, just wide. Right-footed free kick from just outside the box, Marco Reus, and it's just wide of the left-hand corner, so a goal kick to Darmstadt. But this is the last Bundesliga match. Oh, the free kick may have been saved or taken the deflection. It's a Borussia Dortmund corner on the left, which Jadon Sancho will take. So it's Sancho's corner from the left, right-footed. That's blocked and cleared. So out for a throw to Borussia Dortmund on the left. Ian Matson with the throw to Nico Schlotterbeck. Schlotterbeck to Julian Reerson. Reus to Sabitzer. Reerson. Hummels with a pass. Reerson to Adeyemi. Sabitzer to Hummels. Hummels with a left-footed passing ball forward, but just a bit too far. And it's with Schönen, the Darmstadt keeper. But a bit of a gap for Borussia Dortmund after this. 2 weeks till the Champions League final v Real Madrid. So Borussia Dortmund for this match. Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League next season, with Bundesliga having an extra spot and Borussia Dortmund finishing 5th. But with 2 weeks till the Champions League final partly, with a full team plus Marco Reus, with potentially his last start at least for Borussia Dortmund. Sabitzer to Chan. Chan to Hummels. Mats Hummels to Nico Schlotterbeck. Schlotterbeck with a left-footed pass to the left to Jadon Sancho. Sancho forward a bit. Sancho can't quite cut inside. Tackle on a foot to the ball from Zimmerman, and it's out for a throw to Borussia Dortmund on the left. And Julian Brandt and Daniel Marlin maybe potentially on as subs in this second half. Maybe the first 2 subs in the match for Borussia Dortmund. Started the second half as the same players they started the match with. But a full team plus Marco Reus with 2 weeks gap till the Champions League final with Borussia Dortmund v Real Madrid. And basically as much of a gap as Borussia Dortmund have had between Champions League matches, basically for a bit, as a slide challenge on Ian Matson from Wilhamson. A bit too much on the challenge, and a yellow card for Wilhamson, so a free kick to Borussia Dortmund on their left. Nico Schlotterbeck's free kick forward, left-footed. Picks out Julian Reerson. Reerson 1-2 with Adeyemi. Reerson to Hummels. That's Hummels with a right-footed pass to Julian Reerson on the right. Forward from right back a bit for Borussia Dortmund. Reerson 1-2 with Adeyemi. Play to Mats Hummels. Hummels with a 1-2. Hummels is left-footed pass to Marco Reus. Reus with a right-footed pass to Karim Adeyemi in the box. Adeyemi's first-time shot is saved. Kept on by Sancho. Chips and cuts it back a bit to Niklas Füllkrug, and well, Marco Reus picked up Karim Adeyemi with a pass. Adeyemi was shot in the right of the box, close to goal. Good save from Schönen from Karim Adeyemi shot, but on the rebound, just as Jadon Sancho chipped and cut it back, the ball may have just been out of play, so that may be a goal kick to Darmstadt. Has 2 subs for Borussia Dortmund. Julian Brandt and Daniel Marlin coming on. Niklas Füllkrug is one of the players to be replaced. As is Karim Adeyemi. So Karim Adeyemi and Niklas Füllkrug replaced by Julian Brandt and Daniel Marlin, the first two subs for Borussia Dortmund in this match. And a goal kick to Darmstadt. Schürnan takes it right-footed. Intercepted a header from Julian Reierson. And then Emre Can with pass forward. Now it's onto the right of the box. And Daniel Marlin. And Marlin has a shot saved by Schürnan. Schürnan's kick forward to the left for Darmstadt. And a turn from Kravich. Kravich with a pass to Wilhamsen. Wilhamsen cuts inside a bit for Darmstadt. Wilhamsen with a right-footed pass to Bader. Bader cut inside a bit, gets a left-footed pass. Now Muheim with the ball in from the left and away by Gregor Kobel, but Julian Reierson on the rebound, and now it's played to Daniel Marlin. Marlin for Borussia Dortmund return and flick pass to Marco Reus. Reus to Julian Reierson. Reierson to Mats Hummels, Nico Slotterbeck. Slotterbeck to Ian Matson. Matson to Emre Can. Can with a turn. Can with a right-footed pass to the right for Julian Reierson. Reierson forward a bit from right back for Borussia Dortmund. Reierson to Daniel Marlin. Marlin with a right-footed cross from outside the box, but it's a bit too far and it's out for a goal kick to Darmstadt. Darmstadt playing out from the back with this one. The keeper Schürnan again. Schürnan's right-footed kick forward with this one. Intercepted by Nico Slotterbeck, and Emre Can is onto it, but then it's intercepted and a shot towards goal, but a bit wide. Skarka with a bit of a shot from distance for Darmstadt, but a bit wide of Gregor Kobel's goal. So a goal kick to Borussia Dortmund, playing up from the back. Mats Hummels to Ian Matson. Matson to Nico Slotterbeck. Slotterbeck plays it to Ian Matson, so a bit of a 1-2. Matson to Jadon Sancho. Sancho now plays it to Julian Brandt. Brandt cutting inside a little bit, plays a right-footed pass to Jadon Sancho. Now Ian Matson. Matson on by Emre Can to Julian Brandt. Now Matson, Sancho, Brandt, and Sancho have a bit of a 1-2. Nico Slotterbeck. Slotterbeck to Matson. Matson with a turn, cuts inside a bit, left-footed pass to Marcel Sabitzer. Sabitzer to Reierson. Julian Reierson forward from right back a bit. Reierson to Daniel Marlin. Marlin into the box. Still Marlin. Marlin turns. Still Daniel Marlin. Marlin to Mats Hummels forward from centre back a bit. Plays it to Emre Can. 1-2 of Ian Matson. Emre Can into the box with a bit of a ball in their footed, but deflected to Schürnan and with the Darmstadt keeper. But as he's played past Darmstadt player, Borussia Dortmund retain possession, and it's Marco Reus to Julian Reierson. And Reierson, Reus, Hummels to Slotterbeck. Now Ian Matson. Matson to Julian Brandt. Brandt with a turn in the pass to Marcel Sabitzer. Sabitzer's right-footed pass to the left. Intercepted and handed away. But as Darmstadt can't quite get that bit further forward, and it's out for a throw to Borussia Dortmund. And it'll be two subs rather for Darmstadt. And Just Van on for Darmstadt as one of the subs. Wilhelmsen has been replaced, has been Munheim, as has Munheim rather. So Just Van on for Darmstadt as one of these subs. As physio for a Darmstadt player. Other matches in the Bundesliga, Köln with a goal, Heidenheim 3, Köln 1, but Köln probably relegated from the Bundesliga with Darmstadt. Frankfurt with a goal, so Frankfurt 1, RB Leipzig 2, and Augsburg with a goal, Bayer Leverkusen 2, Augsburg 1. So a bit closer that match, as Bayer Leverkusen one match away from an unbeaten league season at least, are the Bundesliga champions of this season. Borussia Dortmund have a throw on their left. Play to Julian Brandt from Ian Matson. Plays Nico Sosbeck, and Honzak is the other player on for Darmstadt as a sub. As they pass the right from Julian Rierson, forward from right back. Daniel Marlin with a 1-2 of Marco Reus. Reus again. Reus to Emre Can. Can to Matt Hummels, forward from centre back a bit. Play to Nico Sosbeck. Sosbeck to Marcel Sabitzer, and Borussia Dortmund have it on the right. It's played to Daniel Marlin. Marlin plays one in right footed from the right, just outside the box. It's intercepted though, and it's cleared, and it's out for a throw to Borussia Dortmund on the right. Now Nico Sotterbeck to Ian Matson. Matson, forward from left back, plays it to Jadon Sancho. Sancho to Julian Brandt. Matson. Mats Hummels to Marcel Sabitzer. Sabitzer to Daniel Marlin. Marlin with a right-footed pass towards Julian Brandt. Now it's played to Emre Can. Can to Rierson. Bit of a 1-2. Forward from right back, Julian Rierson. Now on to Ian Matson. Matson forward from left back. Sancho to Julian Rierson, forward from right back with a turn and shot just outside the box, right-footed, but at the centre of the goal, Schoenen saves that all right enough from Julian Rierson's turn and shot right-footed from just outside the box. Borussia Dortmund with possession with Ian Matson, Marco Reus, Jadon Sancho. Sancho chips it for a 1-2 of Reus. It's intercepted and clear, but Sancho intercepts, but then Sancho's pass is intercepted and Darmstadt out of possession, but intercepted on the side from Ian Matson, and it bounces out for a Darmstadt throw on their right. Borussia Dortmund fan base, the yellow wall and the iconic end of the stadium of Signal Iduna Park / Westfalenstadion in support for the love of their club and team. As Darmstadt forward, and it's a pass, and it's in the box, and it's Darmstadt have retained possession, and it's a bit of passing, but Marco Reus now onto it for Borussia Dortmund as Borussia Dortmund retain possession. Played to Julian Rierson. Rierson to Mats Hummels. Hummels to Schlotterbeck. Schlotterbeck to Ian Matson. Matson and Sancho over 1-2. Ian Matson to Jadon Sancho. Sancho Borussia Dortmund 3, Darmstadt 0. An all right enough right-footed chip pass from Jadon Sancho, picking out Julian Brandt, and Brandt in the box from right foot to left foot, basically, and a left-footed finish into the right-hand bottom corner. Borussia Dortmund 3, Darmstadt 0. Jadon Sancho with an all right enough assist with a right-footed chip pass to Julian Brandt in the box onto his left foot and finished it in the right-hand bottom corner. Borussia Dortmund 3, Darmstadt 0. Has two subs for Borussia Dortmund, so Jadon Sancho's assist is the last of Jadon Sancho for this match. Julian Brandt's 7th goal of the season. As a pass on the right from Borussia Dortmund and a bit of a 1-2, and it's Donyell Malen. Malen with a first-time right-footed pass, intercepted and cleared. Julian Rierson replaced by Marius Wolf. And it's Marius Wolf's last game for Borussia Dortmund. It's him and Matu Boré leaving at the end of the season. And Jamie Bino-Gittins on for Jadon Sancho. As Marius Wolf plays it to Donyell Malen. Malen to Brandt, right of the box. Brandt cuts it back for Malen, but it's intercepted and then cleared left-footed. Now Hummels to Slotterbeck. Nico Slotterbeck with a left-footed pass to Jamie Bino-Gittins. Bino-Gittins onto it. Can't quite cut inside. All right enough defending from Clara. And Clara plays it to Kila Sula forward, but intercepted and Borussia Dortmund retain possession. Mats Hummels to Marius Wolf. Wolf to Hummels. Hummels to Marcel Sabitzer. Sabitzer's right-footed pass to the right for Donyell Malen. Malen to Marco Reus. Reus to Sabitzer. 1-2 with Reus. Reus to Hummels. Forward from centre-back a bit. Hummels. And then Marco Reus for 1-2. Reus to Nico Slotterbeck. Slotterbeck to Chan. Slotterbeck to Hummels. Hummels with a pass now onto Julian Brandt. Brandt's right foot pass to Donyell Malen in the box. Gets in the shot on his right foot. And it's deflected wide for a Borussia Dortmund corner on the right. Good block on Donyell Malen's shot. Put a corner to Borussia Dortmund on the right. Which Julian Brandt will take. So Brandt will take this one from the right. Right-footed, headed away. Darmstadt can't quite clear it that bit further, so it's with Ian Matson. Matson to Marco Reus. Reus to Nico Slotterbeck. Slotterbeck to Jamie Bino-Gittins. Slotterbeck flicks it back for Bino-Gittins for a bit of a 1-2. Play to Ian Matson. Matson, bit of a 1-2 with Sabitzer. Reus to Matson. Matson to Nico Slotterbeck. Slotterbeck to Jamie Bino-Gittins. Bino-Gittins to Slotterbeck. Slotterbeck to Hummels. Hummels to Sabitzer. Now Emre Can. Can to Sabitzer. Sabitzer with a 1-2 and then a turn. Now Marco Reus first time pass on to Marius Wolf on the right. Wolf cuts inside, plays it to Marco Reus. Reus to Ian Matson. Matson to Jamie Bino-Gittins. Bino-Gittins cutting inside a bit, right-footed pass to Donyell Malen just outside the box, plays it towards the far post, but a little bit too far for Julian Brandt, and a goal kick to Darmstadt. And a sub for Darmstadt. Skarka off. And Fabio Torcelio on for Darmstadt. And it's Heidenheim 4, Cologne 1. Cologne all but relegated. And it's Frankfurt 2, RB Leipzig 2. It had been 2-0 to RB Leipzig, but Frankfurt have scored 2 now to have it from 0-2 to 2-2. And Mainz may have scored a goal for another season in the Bundesliga to finish above any relegation. Wolfsburg 1, Mainz 2, Stuttgart 3, Borussia Mönchengladbach 0. Hoffenheim have equalised the Bayern Munich, and Union Berlin lead Freiburg 1-0. As Bino gets into the turning pass to Royce, it's blocked and then hit towards goal, but it's a bit further wide from Marius Wolf's first time shot, and that's up for a throw to Darmstadt on their right. So as it stands, in the Bundesliga, Bayern Munich are second, but Stuttgart level on points as it stands with Bayern Munich. Hoffenheim are now ahead of Freiburg, so Hoffenheim are in the Europa Conference League spot, Frankfurt in the Europa League spot. Union Berlin are on for another season in the Bundesliga, and Bochum may be playing Dusseldorf in the playoff, with Cologne relegated. Got goals and scores tomorrow with matches of Lyon v Strasbourg and Lens v Montpellier, with European spots in Ligue 1. As Borussia Dortmund still lead Darmstadt 3-0, with goals from Ian Matson, Marco Reus and Julian Brandt. And it's a sub for Borussia Dortmund, and Marco Reus being replaced on maybe his last start for Borussia Dortmund, at least, with maybe his last goal for the club, if not one of his last goals. Mr. Borussia Dortmund with a goal from a free kick in the first half, right-footed outside the box into the top left-hand corner. As players from both teams lined up for this sub as Marco Reus, Mr. Borussia Dortmund. Is replaced by, as a sub, by Felix Nemeka. As Borussia Dortmund have it with Ian Matson forward from left back. Matson to Jamie Bino Gittins. On to Matson and again to Bino Gittins. Bino Gittins to Marcel Sabitzer. And now Felix Nemeka just on the sub with a shot from a bit outside the box, but just a little bit wide of the left-hand bottom corner, and a goal kick to Darmstadt. Darmstadt playing out from the back with this one, and it's then played to the keeper, Schönen with the kick forward right-footed, but this one for Darmstadt to the right. To Bader, and then it's out on the right, and maybe a throw to Darmstadt on their right. Schönen, the Darmstadt keeper, with a kick forward. It's headed on. Now it's a left-footed pass, and it's just inside the box, and it's cut back. But Matt Summels with a tackle with a right foot to the ball and a bit of a clearance, so out for a throw to Darmstadt on the left. Darmstadt have a throw on the left, and then the pass a little bit too far, and it's out for a goal kick to Borussia Dortmund. Nico Slotterbeck with a pass to Matt Summels. Left-footed pass from Slotterbeck to Hummels. Hummels with a right-footed pass to Julian Brandt. Brandt with a turn. And then back flicks a pass a bit to Marcel Sabitzer. Sabitzer to Hummels. Matt Hummels with a right-footed pass forward to Daniel Marlin on the right. But Marlin just beaten to it by Maliga. So out for a throw to Borussia Dortmund on the right. Sabitzer of a 1-2. And again, play to Matt Summels. Now Marcel Sabitzer to Marius Wolf. Wolf cuts inside a bit. Wolf with a pass towards Daniel Marlin, right to the box, but the pass just a little bit too far and out for a goal kick to Darmstadt. Borussia Dortmund ultras in the fan base and support of the love of their club and their team and the yellow wall end. As Darmstadt with a bit of passing have it on the left and a left-footed pass. And on to a pass, and it's in the box and a bit of passing. And it's a handball off a Darmstadt player, handball of Matthias Honsack, and a free kick to Borussia Dortmund. Ian Matson to Brandt. Julian Brandt with a turn and pass. Right-footed to Nico Slotterbeck. Slotterbeck to Matt Hummels. Hummels to Marius Wolf. Pass now to Felix Nemeka. Nemeka with a right-footed pass. Intercepting blocked for header. Julian Brandt. Then it's intercepted and it bounces, but to Ian Matson. Matson with a 1-2 with Emre Can. Can to Marius Wolf. Wolf to Daniel Marlin. Marlin with the turn. Marlin to Sabitzer. Sabitzer to Wolf. Wolf with a pass And it's a 1-2 with Julian Brandt. Now Marius Wolf. Now passed on to Matt Summels. Julian Brandt. And then a 1-2 and passing for Borussia Dortmund. Hummels with a turn and a pass inside of the foot to Nico Schlotterbeck. Left-footed pass in the box with Donyell Malen. Hits the post, scores the rebound. Borussia Dortmund 4, Darmstadt 0. Donyell Malen scores. Borussia Dortmund 4, Darmstadt 0. Malen's first shot hit the left post, but onto a rebound to tap it in. And it's Borussia Dortmund 4, Darmstadt 0. Bit of a chip shot, the first shot from Malen. And Sherman may have saved it a bit onto the post, but Malen onto the rebound, all right enough to finish it. To finish it in the middle of the goal. Borussia Dortmund 4, Darmstadt 0. Darmstadt playing out from the back. As Borussia Dortmund with possession, but a pass is intercepted. Malen onto it a bit, and it deflects out for a throw to Borussia Dortmund on the right. It's Hoffenheim 4, Bayern Munich 2. 2-0 to Bayern Munich, but Hoffenheim has scored 4 goals to lead 4-2, and it's full time. Borussia Dortmund 4, Darmstadt 0. So Borussia Dortmund finished the Bundesliga season with a win on the last match day. Borussia Dortmund winning 4-0 with goals from Ian Matson with a shot left-footed from outside the box into the bottom corner, into the right-hand bottom corner for the first goal. Mr. Borussia Dortmund in maybe his last start for Borussia Dortmund, and may have scored one of his last goals. Marco Reus with a free kick, right-footed into the left-hand top corner from just outside the box. And then the third scored by Julian Brandt, an all-right chip pass and assist from Jadon Sancho. And Julian Brandt on his left foot finished it in the right-hand bottom corner. And then the fourth goal scored by Donyell Malen, a bit of a chip shot, hit the post, but then scored on the rebound. And full-time, Borussia Dortmund 4, Darmstadt 0. So that's the first match to have finished on the last Bundesliga match day. As the others, just in stoppage time, Bayer Leverkusen 2, Augsburg 1. So Bayer Leverkusen on for the unbeaten season in the league at least, with goals from Boniface and Andriek as the 3 minutes of stoppage time may have finished, so that may be full time. So the Bundesliga champions Bayer Leverkusen may be unbeaten at least for the Bundesliga season. So Frankfurt 2, RB Leipzig 2, second full time on the last Bundesliga match day, and Stuttgart have won 4-0 v Borussia Mönchengladbach, and that may have got them a top 2 finish as well as being in the Champions League for next season. 2 goals from Garassi, 1 from Xiong and 1 from Mufumpa. And Stuttgart, as it stands, finishing second by 1 point ahead of Bayern Munich and Bayern Munich. But then Bayer Leverkusen and Stuttgart probably have the 2 most talented managers in the Bundesliga in the league this season. They've probably played the best football over the season. Wolfsburg 1, Mainz 3. Mainz all but in the Bundesliga for another season, as Mainz lead 3-1 away to Wolfsburg. Werder Bremen 4, Bochum 1. As the other Bundesliga matches just finishing. So Union Berlin 2, Freiburg 1 is one of the matches. And as it stands with the league to finish the season, Borussia Dortmund had already finished 5th and Darmstadt had already finished relegated bottom. Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League next season, partly with Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League final and Bayer Leverkusen in the Europa League final. So as it stands, Köln relegated with Darmstadt. Bochum will be playing Dusseldorf in the promotion/relegation playoff of Bundesliga and Zweite Bundesliga. Union Berlin are in the Bundesliga for another season, as it stands, as are Mainz. And Hoffenheim are heading for the Europa Conference League spot. Frankfurt heading for the Europa League spot. And a full-time Bayer Leverkusen 2, Augsburg 1. So this season's Bundesliga champions, Bayer Leverkusen, have at least gone the league season unbeaten. So Bayer Leverkusen, at the very least, the Bundesliga champions of this season, are at least Bundesliga invincibles. So Bayer Leverkusen have gone all 34 Bundesliga matches unbeaten this season. That bit has at least been sorted with goals from Victor Boniface and Robert Andriek, getting Bayer Leverkusen a 2-1 win at home to Augsburg today. So Bayer Leverkusen unbeaten in the whole Bundesliga season at least, as they've got the Europa League and DFB Pokal finals to go. Another full-time, Heidenheim 4, Köln 1. Köln, with Heidenheim winning 4-1. Köln are relegated from the Bundesliga, so Köln relegated with Darmstadt. It's finished Hoffenheim 4, Bayern Munich, Bayern Munich 2. Hoffenheim, as it stands, in the Europa Conference League next season. And with that result, Stuttgart have finished second. So Bayer Leverkusen and Stuttgart are the top 2 this season, as Stuttgart won 4-0 at home to Borussia Mönchengladbach. So 3 matches left to finish. Frankfurt 2, RB Leipzig 2, latest score. Union Berlin heading for another season in the Bundesliga, leading Freiburg 2-1 at home, and Werder Bremen leading Bochum 4-1. But Bochum on for another season in the Bundesliga with enough points over the season, even with losing that one 4-1. And full-time Werder Bremen 4, Bochum 1, so just Union Berlin, Freiburg, and Frankfurt RB Leipzig. It's really basically on the Union Berlin Freiburg match. If Union Berlin are in the Bundesliga for another season, and if Hoffenheim are going to be in the Europa Conference League next season, Freiburg would have to score 2 very late goals. So Hoffenheim on for Europa Conference League football, having won 4-2 at home to Bayern Munich and Bayern Munich, from losing 2-0 to winning 4-2. And with those matches just finishing, Union Berlin 2, Freiburg 1. That may have more or less be full time. Union Berlin with the 2-1 lead in the 92nd minute. Benedikt Hollerbach gave Union Berlin the lead. Freiburg equalised with a goal from Doan, but then in stoppage time, Haberer with a goal for Union Berlin. Frankfurt 2, RB Leipzig 2. As with the Hoffenheim v Bayern Munich match, Bayern Munich led 2-0 with goals from Matthias Tell on 4 minutes and Alphonso Davies on 6 minutes. But Hoffenheim with a goal from Maximilian Bayer, a talented player in the Germany international squad, basically for the Euros with the first goal. And then really probably one of the best players for Hoffenheim with a hat-trick. Andre Kramaric with a second-half hat-trick got Hoffenheim a 4-2 win at home to Bayern Munich, and that may have Hoffenheim in the Europa Conference League next season. So, and full-time, Union Berlin 2, Freiburg 1. So Hoffenheim are in the Europa Conference League next season, and Union Berlin are in the Bundesliga for another season, having won it with a winning goal in the 92nd minute of that match. So Union Berlin in the Bundesliga next season. So the Bundesliga for this season, Bayer Leverkusen are the champions and are unbeaten champions as Invincibles. Goals from Victor Boniface and Robert Andrich as got Bayer Leverkusen a 2-1 win at home to Augsburg, and Bayer Leverkusen are Bundesliga Invincibles. Borussia Dortmund 4, Darmstadt 0 in this match. Borussia Dortmund with goals from Ian Matson, a left-footed shot from outside the box into the right-hand bottom corner. Mr. Borussia Dortmund, Marco Reus with a right-footed free kick into the top left-hand corner. Julian Brandt with a left-footed finish into the right-hand bottom corner after an all-right enough chip right-footed pass from Jadon Sancho. All-right enough assist with a chip pass right-footed from Jadon Sancho and Julian Brandt with a left-footed finish into the right-hand bottom corner in the box, and then Donyell Marlin scored the fourth. A bit of a chip shot hit the post, but he scored on the rebound in the centre of the goal. Heidenheim 4, Cologne 1. Cologne relegated with Darmstadt. Hoffenheim 4, Bayern Munich 2. Hoffenheim in the Europa Conference League next season. So Stuttgart finished second after a 4-0 win home to Borussia Mönchengladbach. RB Leipzig 4th, Borussia Dortmund 5th, but both teams in the Champions League next season, partly with Borussia Dortmund and Bayer Leverkusen getting to European tournament finals. Werder Bremen 4, Bochum 1, and Wolfsburg 1, Mainz 3. So Mainz in the Bundesliga for another season, as are Union Berlin. As just Frankfurt v RB Leipzig to finish. So Mainz and Union Berlin in the Bundesliga for another season, and Bochum are in the Bundesliga/Zweite Bundesliga promotion/relegation playoff. So Bochum will play Dusseldorf in the playoff. Hoffenheim are in the Europa Conference League. Frankfurt are more or less in the Europa League, just heading for that. They're drawing 2 of RB Leipzig as it stands, 1 point ahead of Hoffenheim. But that is the last match to finish. Borussia Dortmund finished 5th, but in the Champions League next season, Bayern Munich finished 3rd. So it's Stuttgart that finished 2nd, just after Bayer Leverkusen. And Bayer Leverkusen's Bundesliga season as Bundesliga champions, 34 matches, 28 wins, 6 draws, and 0 losses with 90 points, with 89 goals scored and just 24 scored against, and have the best goal difference in the league as well as the best points. Xabi Alonso's Bayer Leverkusen Bundesliga champions. Wow. What a season for Bayer Leverkusen. Frankfurt v RB Leipzig is the last match being played, and that's it. That's full time. So Frankfurt 2, RB Leipzig 2. So Frankfurt have got the Europa League spot for next season. RB Leipzig led 2-0 with goals from Simons and Sesko, but Kitike and Marmouche with goals to get Frankfurt from losing 2-0 to drawing 2-2. And in this match, it finished Borussia Dortmund 4, Darmstadt 0.